guys. We're driving back home. Today was my
first day.
We're back at work, and I hated it. So I just couldn't. I was thinking of Kaibella all day. I was texting Chris. I'm like, I want to go home.
Yeah, she was just like, I'm hating it. She's like, I don't like it. She's like, I miss my baby. I mean, like, I've been doing it for like 2 months already, you know, and it hurt me, but not as much as it hurt me today, just because like she wasn't home, I wasn't home, so I couldn't just be like, hey, send me a picture of Kai, you know, or like how's she doing and everything, you know. So
it was like a
hurtful,
really sad day for me, and I want to cry because I was away from my daughter the whole day. So today we are going to tell you guys about our labor and delivery while going home, and you know, carpooling together. So,
and hey guys, you guys are killing it with all the views on our videos. Like, we love it. Like, you guys are really amazing. We have a couple people who are very active. We have new people who are active as well. And like, we make sure to go and like your comments, give them hearts, and then we reply to you guys too. You know, like, we love it. Like, you guys are amazing. Like, we're starting off strong, and it's a really good feeling to us. And we're gonna keep putting out bangers and, like, you know, lit videos and things that you guys want to see. We're gonna like put polls on Instagram. We'll put one up later tonight after we upload today too, and we'll see what else you guys wanna see from us or hear from us. You know, we're gonna try to do more vlogs too. We know they've been like challenges, but that's the parent life, you know. And he's got a new haircut. He's got a haircut, cleaned up the beard, you know. Anyways, we're gonna start with our story.
So, story time. So, what we're gonna be talking about today is my labor and delivery. So I don't know how to start off. I don't like these things, but what?
I was gonna say, I can start off and then you take over from like where. Alright guys, so the way this story goes down is it was a Friday. It was the 6th of April, and it was one of her last checkups. Well, her actual last checkup.
No. Remember, I was getting contractions like on the 31st of March.
Okay. So we're gonna do it this way. Alright. So like around the last weeks of March, Jeanette started getting contractions, and like she wasn't really paying attention to them because they weren't that like bad. So she was like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna go through my day and do the regular things she did as a pregnant girl. And then as days got closer to April, she started getting harder contractions, and then I believe on the 4th of April we like landed in the hospital because she could not handle her contractions. And then they like set her up, and they were like, sweetie, like you're a centimeter open, and we're like, oh my, like she's gonna come today, you know. And we waited there for a long time, made her walk around, like made her do a bunch of like extra shit. And literally, you know, like she had closed back up like an hour after. They set her down and like, hey, like you closed back up, go home. If they continue, come back. And then from there, I didn't get contractions anymore. They're like, bye-bye.
Yeah, so like it was like fully closed back, which it was like disappointing because I really thought I was gonna have my baby with me. But she was such a little spoiled brat that she didn't want to come out. Until like this day she is. She's still a spoiled brat. So the thing is,
then the 6th
so the 6th came. I had an appointment with my doctor. So she checked me. She was saying that my cervix, the baby wasn't dropping, and I was, you know, I wasn't like
close to having the baby. So the 6th came.
So the 6th came. I saw my doctor, and she checked me, and there was like the baby wasn't dropping or anything. Like she was still the same. So I was supposed to be induced on the 9th of April, but
me over here.
Yeah, him.
Guy was like, hey doc, I'm like, why don't we just like induce her day? We're already here. It's like almost time. You might as well. She's like, well, we can do that. So I can induce you today or induce you till Monday.
Yeah, or you could have a C-section today.
Yeah.
And you'll see your baby.
And then she was like, think about it. So we went and called our parents. For some apparent reason, our parents didn't answer at the time we needed them the most. We came back in, the doctor was like, all right, here's like your note. Be at the hospital by 10, which was like 2 hours away, and you'll be ready to go by 1.
Yeah. So, but first, okay, so first, when I was 30 weeks pregnant, they found that they did an ultrasound on me, and then they were like, oh, the baby might have her umbilical cord around her neck. And so that's why, that's the thing that the doctor was like, oh, probably she's not dropping because of the umbilical cord. So that's when she decided to just do the C-section and all that stuff. So I was just like, okay, you know, it's fine. Like, I wasn't like, I didn't want to, like, it was like a 50-50, like, okay, if I get a C-section, it's fine. If I do it normal, it's fine. Like, I didn't really care what I had to do with that.
Stop lying, you cared. You didn't want a C-section. You didn't want to
But
make
I
it
knew,
open.
but I had a feeling that I was gonna get a C-section done because, I don't know, I just had a feeling that I was. So, and I did. So, I was right the whole time. So, so we went to the hospital, right?
We waited,
and they put IV on me and all that stuff, and it was like the scariest thing
ever.
I've gone through ever in my life. Like,
It's like it's not a joke when it's there. It's there.
I know,
like,
it's
it was
like-
no joke. Like they laid her down, IV, ran the test, like blood, everything. Like we were just like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, they did so many things.
like
and
it was so
like-
fast.
Yeah, and it was like, we got there like at 10, right?
Like 10 exactly.
10 exactly, and then like my C-section was scheduled at 1, and then
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, you know,
Everything was so fast.
everything was so fast. Like everything, like I was like, oh my god, I was shaking so much because of how scared I was and how excited I was to finally see my baby. So when they
So like we'll fast forward like 45 minutes after 1.
Yeah, so
And then
yeah, so they took me into the surgery center and stuff like that, and they prepped me up. They put the epidural. It didn't hurt. I didn't, like, they say that it hurts. For me, it did not hurt at all. And then they laid me down.
well, I was over there waiting for
I know,
her,
he
like
was
in a
waiting
full
for
gown,
me.
you know, like I was like head to toe, like fully covered. And I was waiting, like just anticipation. They're like, we'll bring you right now. Like 20 minutes, we're going by, and I'm like, are y'all doing the delivery without me? Like I'm the father, like I have to be there, you know.
Yeah,
So they finally came to grab me.
yeah,
and,
which
like,
it was like the best thing because I was scared. I was alone. I was like, where's Chris? They told me that they were gonna cut me open and that I might feel some pressure and stuff like that. So I didn't feel anything. I did not feel anything while they did all that stuff. But when they were telling us,
and they were telling us what was gonna happen, you know, it was just kind of
that
scary.
she was gonna come out already and
But,
like
you know, like anyways, like, I walked in, guys, it was a blood fest. Like what you see in movies, like all that gory shit was like real life. Like there was 4 towels, like long towels that you shower with, white. Why they gotta be white? But they were fully covered in blood, like no white spots you could see. Like, and I just like looked over the little wannabe tent they had with my tall ass, and I saw like her just cut open, guts out. It was very like gory moment, you know, and it was very painful for me, and I can only imagine for her. But
yeah, so then they told us that they were gonna pull her out already and to be ready, you know,
To take pictures and
and stuff. And then so I didn't feel like, I just felt pressure. I would remember telling him that, like,
pressure you felt when they were
yeah, that I'm
there.
like, oh, I feel it, you know, like, yeah. So then so they pulled her out, and then I just heard her cry. And it's like, oh my god, like I was so relieved and happy and excited, and I was just like, oh my god, that I started crying with her. and Chris was just like staring at my baby and taking pictures.
I know.
And
I was like in
it
shock.
was like,
I can imagine now, and I'm still like,
yeah,
wow, like that. Like 3 months ago, my baby was being pulled out.
Yeah, 3 months ago.
And now she's here, she's with us, you know, so it's crazy.
And she's growing. So, yeah, so they pulled her out. I heard her cry. I started crying.
I started crying.
Yeah, and then Chris started taking pictures of her. And then, and that's it. And then they brought her to me. And I'm like, oh my God. And just when I saw her, I fell in love with her. Like, I was already in love with her when she was inside me. But then I feel like, I don't know, this unbelievable, like, I don't know, it's unexplainable, I guess you could say. The feeling that you get when you hear your baby cry and you see her for the first time. And it was just amazing. It was just an amazing experience that me and Chris went through, and I loved it. So yeah, that's what happened. And then they took her away and Chris went with her. They still had to like put stitches or whatever they do on me.
Had to close her up.
They had to close me up, and then I waited for like, how long did I wait?
So we had like an hour and a half. Probably,
yeah, like an hour
saw the baby.
Until I saw the baby and I get to hold her skin to skin. And then Chris was there with her the whole time.
I spent an hour and a half with my baby, just like holding her, like it was
and
crazy.
then putting her skin to skin too.
Yeah, skin to skin.
And then so yeah, and then that happened, and then they took me to my room, and then I finally saw my baby, and then I put her next to my chest, and it was like the best feeling in the world. And how long did it take, the surgery?
The surgery took about 45 minutes. Like out of those 45 minutes, like 20 of them was just like her and the doctor was like without me. So like it was fast, you know?
Yeah, so yeah, and then that's about it. And then
I mean, that's basically our labor and delivery story. Well, hers.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we can really say. I do want to say one thing, guys, for all my guys out there. Treat your lady with love while she's pregnant. Like, don't forget that she is holding your child inside of her. She does gain about 30 pounds, so it's a lot of weight. So just massage her back slowly, because you don't want to put too much pressure. Massage her feet, her legs. Like, they're in a lot of pain, you know, and we take that for granted, you know. We take our women for granted, but we gotta learn to like love and respect them. We came out of women, so seeing our women in pain, we can only imagine how our moms feel, you know.
Yeah. And then so the second day was the worst one for me, because like I felt they were telling me like I need to walk and, you know, do this. And then when I just got up, when I got up,
she was in so much pain, guys.
I was in so much pain, like excruciating pain. Like they would give me medication and it wouldn't work. So I was like, I remember like crying like to Chris. I'm like, this is so painful.
Like she couldn't get up.
I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything.
I was her like rock.
Because I feel like all my like organs were gonna fall out. Like that's how I felt. And but then like later on that day, the second day, I started feeling better, right? And then and I fell asleep. You know, and all that stuff. So that was the worst thing I've gone through.
Craziest experiences, and one of the happiest experiences I feel like we've experienced together as a couple.
Yeah, and then just the third day was like better. I felt better. I took a shower and all that stuff, and then yeah, so
we gotta go home with our baby on the third day.
Yeah, we went to go home. She did have like a little bit of jaundice, but it was fine. And then that's it. And then that was my labor and delivery, guys. So I hope you guys liked it.
And if you guys want to DM us, you guys have like our Instagram like names on our little description. You guys can DM us personally and ask us questions on how we felt and what we went through, or leave something in the comment and we'll reply to you guys. Obviously, you know, we want to interact with you guys, and we want to do more vlogs. It's just very hard because as parents, we do work full time, we do live far and we work far. We live in Africa, and
No, he's just kidding, guys. We live in Palmdale, so
It's
and we
Africa.
and we work in the valley, so
Yeah, but we'll be in the valley soon.
yeah. So I hope you guys like our video, and just subscribe.
Smash the like button.
And that's it, guys. So see you guys next time.
Peace.